This is Late Night Help. I'm Mark Alyn. Join us at iTunes. Go to iTunes.com. Search for Late Night Help. We will pop up. We're really popular because of you, and we thank you for that. You can now listen anytime on your computer or smartphone, and we appreciate all the people who are taking a look at our show. Right now, we're spending some time with Teresa de Grosbois. I got it. I'm speaking French. And we are talking about influence and being an influential person. And I mentioned that, you and I would probably love to be on the Ellen Show, wouldn't we?
No kidding.
Yeah, because she is a woman of great influence.
Yeah, and, it's interesting to watch what makes people like Ellen and Oprah influential. It's, she's constantly helping other people become more influential. And, it bears noticing because she's so helpful to other people in the world, her own influence grows.
Our next guest is a fitness trainer, and he worked with Oprah, working with guests and other people to be physically fit. And so he himself is an influencer in the fitness arena, right?
Yeah.
How do you reach that epitome of influence, and is influence a 5-letter word? Power. Power.
It is. Really, it's like if you want to climb Mount Everest, what do? You start learning to walk up hills, and then you start to learn to climb smaller mountains, and then you move to the bigger mountains, right? Mm-hmm. And it really is all about relationships. It's, as you build relationships with, moderately influential people, they'll connect you with more influential people. The main thing is that they want to know that you're not going to be weird with the people they introduce you to. And by that I mean that you understand the etiquette of dealing with the highly influential. And a lot of people tend to make mistakes when they meet the highly influential simply because they haven't learned the etiquette. It's almost like you've been playing basketball your whole life and somebody suddenly stuck you on a hockey rink and you're wondering why everybody's shooting pucks at you. Right? And It's really simply a matter of learning that there's different etiquette involved.
For different kinds of people, somebody like Ellen, you and I would not show up in a pair of jeans and a sport coat, but a suit and tie?
Well, it's more about, the biggest mistake that I see people make is what I would affectionately call the premature ask, And the equivalent of that in your neighborhood is, if you just moved into your new house and the neighbor comes by and says, "Oh, great lawnmower, I can't wait to borrow that." Of course you're going to be rolling your eyes up in your head. But people do this to influential people all the time. You see the equivalent of this at business networking functions all the time. The speaker or guest of honor will walk off stage, and there'll be a lineup of people waiting to offer them a product sample or ask to buy them a coffee. And, offering an influential person a sample of your product or asking them for a coffee is a lot like going to the new neighbor you just met and saying, "Oh, you're going to love my kids. You're so going to enjoy babysitting them." And it's too soon. You might have the greatest kids in the world, right? Just like you might have the greatest product in the world, but it's too soon for that conversation. It's premature. You've got to just relax and build some relationship first. That's a function of the desperation that we all feel when we meet someone influential, right? Our inner dialogue comes up and we start thinking, "Oh, it's my one shot." And we rush up there and we do something that's a little desperate, right? And so really it's just a matter of relaxing. Just like when you meet the new neighbor, you want to bring them an apple pie. When you meet someone influential, gift them influence. Offer to endorse them in some way. Shout them out on your social media. Offer to interview them. Thank you so much, by the way.
I did it right. Hey, the insane Daryl Wayne has a question for you, Teresa.
Sure.
I've been in the broadcasting business for 30 or 40 or 50 years, some amount of time. And I have friends from outside the industry that I have introduced to people inside the industry, and we call it sort of friend poaching, right? Mm-hmm. And then that friend sets up a relationship with the person I introduced him to and sort of cuts me out of the loop. Is that weird or what?
No, actually, that's brilliant. Influence, when you introduce those two friends, the first thing they're going to do is talk about how much they freaking love you.
That's true.
Right? They're going to talk about what a wonderful, amazing person. You now have a relationship capital with them. And in fact, that's the way influence works. It's almost like we're building up these little bank accounts everywhere. You can bet the next time you need something to happen. And this is not about scorekeeping. It's just about they now both love you, that they're going to be there to help you in spades the minute it's your moment and you need something.
Great way of thinking about it. I appreciate it.
It'd be like it's paying it forward.
It really is. Yeah, influence is a very pay-it-forward skill.
And I think that's really, really important. One of the things that we didn't get to talk about that I thought about is that kids, and I say kids or anybody under 40, they're using their cell phones. They don't form relationships. They use their thumbs. They Instagram. They do all this stuff. They don't talk. They don't have a relationship. We're out of time, Teresa. Teresa de Grosbois has been our guest, 4-time best-selling author. Her latest book is Mass Influence. Find out more about her. You can go to teresadegrosbois.com. Easier way, go to latenighthealth.com. I'll spell it out for you there. Go under Teresa, you'll see more about her. Teresa will be back, I promise. And we will be back in just a couple of moments as we talk about fitness here on Late Night Health. Join us at facebook.com/Late Night Health. More coming up. Don't go away.